Hello everybody, I'm Martin Showton and this is a video all about Google Calendar. Now you may think you know everything about Calendar, but let me just take you on a tour. There's a few neat things that I think could be handy for you. Right, dive on in. Let's orientate first. So you've got the lower right, if you click that, you've got the choice to start an event or create a reminder. I shall come back to those. On the upper right, if you click the three dots, that will refresh the calendar. Leave the little day, it's a tenth of the day, so leave that for a second. Coming across here to the drop down, that brings up the month. Now this is useful to know because you can see, and you see little dots of things that you've got planned during the month, and close it back up again, let's bring it back to December. Now this is the same as if you go into the month there. Obviously it's your calendar, so you can't do the drop down there. Now, if you go, as we're on the upper right, the upper left, if you go into schedule, you see the up and coming things that you've got. And let's say you scroll all the way down and you say, right, I want to get back to where I was. Click on that day, which you can see me press there. That's going to bring you back to this particular day. And you can show the different views, whatever works for you. Click into search, you can search then by keywords. You can use the voice as well and find out if you've got things coming up in relation to the dates and the content. Right, scrolling down, you can display reminders, which we're going to come on to. You can display the events, you can choose and really sort of customize the experience here, and then go down into settings and you can adjust things. For instance, if you click in events, you can decide when you get your notifications, like 30 minutes before, click in there, or day before, custom, what have you. So this really is how do you make this a personal experience, which is what I want to start to come on to next. If we go to the lower right and let's go into create now. So let's click on event and it will bring up the event. You can put the title, you can choose if it's all day or not, you can click in, you're pretty familiar with choosing the time, all of these things there. And you can add the location. That will then be useful if you're in particular going to invite other people. You can say let's meet here, and you can see the notifications that you've got there, which we looked at with the defaults. You can add a note and you could also add an attachment. So what I want you to do is start thinking about how you can use this as a communication tool, not just as a way of saying you've got something that's coming up in your calendar. Okay, so that's then the events created. When an event is created, if you jump into it, so this is an event that has actually happened before, you can then click in and change the details just by touching the little pen button there, and you can, well, that's pretty much it for that. Okay, so now I want to look at reminders. If you click in the lower left and you click on reminder, this, I'm using voice with this, and not only can you do it in Google Calendar, you can also do it in Keep, you can do it in Inbox, and you could do it, for instance, straight into the Google bar, essentially in search, and set yourself a reminder. So there's something which is tying all of these together, which is reminding you what to do, and it could be a call, it could be an email, text. So let's just go, I want to make a call, and then it can decide to mom, and then I click done. And it says, you know, all day. I don't want that to be all day, and I want it on a particular time. I go, great, that's 1 p.m. Click that. It adds into the day, which is today. And I'm going to dive out and show you this. It's going to show up in my inbox, in my reminders. So we've got that there. You can see that there. Call mum. And that will get pushed. It will get snoozed until 1 p.m. and then it will get put into my inbox. So this is where, so start to break through your thinking in terms of individual silos of apps and start looking at how you can get things done more effectively by the information being with you at the right time. Now let's say if you dive on into there and click on that one, let's say I've done that. I just click that as done down at the bottom and it will do a strike through and it will be done. There you have it, ladies and gents. It's pretty neat, but I want you to start thinking about how you can be using this to save yourself time, effort, energy. That's the main thing. And also see all of those links. We've got linked to Inbox, we've got links to Drive because you could be adding files, we've got links to Maps because of the location, and all across the ecosystem. Take care, I shall see you next time.